Well, I guess the time has come. I've been in denial for a while now, and I don't know, I mean, people have been telling me this was happening for years, and I didn't want to hear it, you know? I mean, there's too many coincidences, too many similarities to deny it anymore. I have to be honest with myself, honest with you all here. It's kind of hard for me to say. But I can no longer fight the inevitable. I know what you guys are thinking. And you're right. You're right. I'm turning into my mother. It's crazy to me because, I mean, I've done everything I possibly can to prevent this from happening. I wore the most fashionable, cutest clothes for my Forever 21 budget can afford me. I stayed far away from the Hallmark Channel, the Lifetime Channel, won't go near them. And I promised myself I would not step foot into a Joann's fabric store. Yet, all of these things crept up on me. And here I am, turning into my worst nightmare, my mother. I'm not exactly sure when this transition started for me. I can't exactly pinpoint it, but I have been able to recognize the signs. And I'm going to share those with you guys today. Maybe you're experiencing these in your life. Now, the first sign was when I started to cry when watching TV. I've never been a crier in my life. Nothing ever makes me cry. Until one day, Ty Pennington was standing up there and he said, "Move that bus!" Oh my God, Extreme Makeover Home Edition. Tears started flowing down my face. I couldn't stop it, and I knew something was happening to me. The second was when my purse grew. I went from having a tiny little bag just to hold my wallet and chapstick and keys, you know, to carrying a Mary Poppins bag with me everywhere I went. And, you know, I tried to limit myself, but there's just things that you need, always. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to go down. But it's always necessary to be prepared. And I couldn't stop it. It's basically a pharmacy in here. The third sign was when comfort and warmth started to become more important than cute and fashionable. My mother introduced me to fleece-lined leggings, and my world was over. No longer did I care about anything besides being comfortable. That's my number one now, always and forever. The fourth sign for me came when I started to mother people. Mother people meaning I found myself reminding people to grab their jacket before they left in case they got cold, or making sure my roommates would pee before we left the house because I'm not dealing with them having to pee while we're in the car. You know, I know these things aren't necessary, but I can't stop. And then on to the fifth sign, which was when I started to laugh at my own jokes. Alone. My mother's always been the one to crack these annoying, corny jokes with stupid punchlines, and now that's me. I'm the one. I can't stop it. I don't know why. And I think I'm hilarious, though no one else does. So there's that, too. But the most evident sign for me came when my desire for before an ideal Saturday night shifted. At first, I used to want to get dressed up, go out, be social. That is no longer the case. An ideal Saturday night for me includes a comfy spot on the couch, giant cup of tea, my Snuggie, and a Gilmore Girls marathon. Woo! Or, most likely lately, Golden Girls. That's a quality time, just in case you guys don't know. And so now, I myself am still trying to grasp all of what's happening to me. I mean, it's a confusing time. I mean, is this the end of the world? Is this happening because of genetics? I don't know. But I do know that I'm turning into a commercial crying, antique loving, Price is Right watching, karaoke singing, bossy lady who's obsessed with giving people nicknames. Not everyone seems to understand what I'm going through. My friends seem confused and unsure what to do around me, but there has been someone I've been able to count on during this time, and that seems to be Medea herself. She is my very best friend at this time, guiding me through the process of transitioning into her. And I've come to learn that she can be a pretty fun person. I promised myself I would never reach this point of saying phrases like, oh honey, and doggone it, like she says all the time, but I'm here. So this process has made me start to think about, what are you guys going through? Have you realized this transition in yourselves? Is this something that is taking place in you? I have some advice. If you're recognizing some of these signs happening within your lives, or similar signs, stop fighting it. Accept it. Waking up to this realization that you're turning into your mom or your dad is hard. But it's going to happen, whether you like it or not. You might find, once you've accepted this process, you might find that you've gained a new best friend. You might find that person who will laugh at your corny jokes with you, who will agree with you that that Subaru commercial was the saddest thing you've ever seen. And find that person who will stand in those crazy long fabric store lines with you because that yarn was calling your name. But no matter what you feel or think about this situation, I'm sorry to say it's going to happen. So let's just accept it, because eventually because it may not seem like the best thing right now, but it might not be such a bad thing to become your parents. Thank you.